Hi everyone, I'm in the hyphen right now between Butterfield and Russell Sage. I'm enrolled in all online, of course, in Math 11, which is multivariable calculus, CS 10, which is problem solving and data structures in Java, and Writing 5, which is postmodern sexualities in the Americas, Professor Daniel Howell. I've enjoyed all of them. However, my favorite is probably CS 10 because of the problem solving it takes and the euphoria I get when I finally get it right after many long hours. Recently, my partner and I worked on a problem set that took like 4 days for us to code, 400 lines, and we had some errors, and it took many late hours in order to finally get it right, and we were able to implement some extra credit using some research that a Dartmouth professor did, and it was a lot of fun to do, and while we did struggle, as I said, it felt very rewarding to finally get it done.
I've taken about 9 online classes, and my favorite one has to be Introduction to Engineering, which is Engines 21. And what we worked on in that class, that was my absolute favorite time ever, was a project throughout the whole entire term. It was a group-based project, and we got to design a product from start to finish for a specific purpose. And to me, that was just so exciting to just learn the whole process of innovation. I didn't think that Introduction to Engineering would be as fulfilling, especially learning that I would be taking it online. But I mean, shout out to our professor, Vicky May, for being so adaptable to this remote learning, and it was just an awesome experience, even online. I had the best time.
I'm taking Environmental Science 60, which is environmental law. Religion 21, which is called The Rise and Religion of Capitalism, a really interesting course. And third class, it's Russian 10, which is Russian civilization. Although it's in English, it's not in Russian. I speak no word in Russian. My favorite class this term definitely has been environmental law, maybe a little bit biased because I'm an environmental studies major. I feel it's a really practical class. It has a really practical approach as how to be a lawyer, an environmental lawyer, and to understand statutory laws, regulations, agencies that govern everything regards to environmental protection, social well-being, and economic prosperity. I wish those classes were in person, but I'm enjoying it. I feel Dartmouth has done a really great job at managing that long-distance class format to adjust most of our needs.
This fall term has been my third term of online classes, which sounds so interesting to say because time has flown by so fast. You know, I've taken classes in the spring online, and also I elected to take classes in the summer online, and I'm taking classes right now online too. And seeing that I've taken so many classes online, I've taken about, I think 9 of them, 9 different courses online, and it's been pretty interesting. I would say that my favorite courses are actually the ones that probably didn't really have much to do with my major. Some of my favorite courses have included Afro in Paris, which is an African American studies course, and contemporary architecture, which pretty much have nothing to really do with my major, but were some fun courses that I took. Some of the amazing projects that I've been able to work on are film projects for these courses, and also being able to work on my own, architecture book, which was something interesting and that I never foresaw doing.
Hi everyone, this is my first term at Dartmouth, and obviously having it on Zoom was different than any other term, but I took 3 classes: Bio 19, Honors, Cell Structure and Function, French 10, Intro to French Literature, and Math 3, which is Calculus. And honestly, I loved all of my classes. My professors were so incredibly nice. I would say that my favorite class was probably between Bio and French, because both of them are hopefully my majors, so obviously I enjoy them a lot. But I think French was very cool simply because I had never taken a French literature class, and so it felt really interesting to finally read all of these texts that have essentially defined French literature and French culture. I definitely enjoyed that, and since it was a small class, we were less than 20, we were able to have really good discussions over Zoom in French, right? So dialogue in French is always important. So I definitely say that it's between French and Bio, which was just so incredibly enlightening. I just every single class I would leave feeling so mind blown because it's so much information, but in the end you put it all together and it just makes sense. It's been a great term so far, and I'm just really happy that we were able to be on campus, even if it meant having Zoom classes.
So for this term, I'm taking an econ class, a Spanish class, and a government course. And I'm really enjoying all three of my classes. My professors are all really nice and super fun. And I've been really appreciative of them being super understanding during this time of technical issues. All of my classes are entirely online. So it's been really nice to have professors that are being supportive and understanding when, there are technical difficulties and stuff like that. I think my favorite class this term is probably econ. I'm in econ 1, and my professor is super sweet. Her name is Dr. Petrie, and she just does so much to ensure that students are really understanding the material. I really like the aspect of incorporating group projects and work like that, even online, to help us stay connected.
Since switching to remote learning, I have taken 2 terms online, which has been about a total of 6 classes through Zoom. I've taken classes for my Spanish minor, which have been like the world of Frida Kahlo, where we learn about her artwork, or my Anthro minor, where we learn about gender and cross-culture perspective. But my favorite class that I have taken so far has been Engines 21, Introduction to Engineering, where we spent the entire term developing this prototype for a shoe that would help elderly people with low blood pressure who are confined to their houses during COVID. And it would just help them stimulate an experience of getting around and walking around. In that class, we were able to apply creative thinking and out-of-the-box learning, which I really enjoy in a class and in homework and workload, and overall just helped me become a better thinker and a more creative student.